Funny is released in theaters, 600 theaters nationwide tomorrow for one night and one night only. And it's Michael Jr. Welcome back to the cake, Michael Jr.
Yo, thanks for having me, man. This is so cool, man. This is awesome. And I get to talk about my movie and stuff. It's awesome. Tori's on here, too, man.
What up, Mike?
I can't
one of
believe
my
it.
favorite comedians, Michael Jr.
Man, you one of my favorites, too.
Man.
Now, let's talk about the one night only. Now, how does this work? You got one night only and only 600 theaters. How does that work?
There's a lot of onlys, Tom.
Yeah.
It's not like nothing happening, really.
Sound like nothing happened.
So the name of the movie is called More Than Funny, and the reason we call it More Than Funny is because, when I do comedy, I had a change of mindset about comedy. Instead of trying to get laughs, I felt like I should also try to give laughs. So I started, before my big shows at night, I would go to homeless shelters and prisons, abused children's facilities, and do comedy there.
Oh, wow.
So the response was amazing, because what I would do at the end of during my big show at night, the ticketed event, one day I shared one of the stories from this abused children's facility in the middle of the jokes, and I thought I would lose the audience. But the truth is after the story, the laughs got bigger because we went deeper. So what I decided to do with this comedy special is we took our camera crew and captured 3 stories from around the country: homeless people living in the woods, abused children here in Dallas, and then a special needs child as well.
And you made that funny?
No. So we captured their story. We took camera crews. We captured their story. So when you're watching my stand-up, I'm in front of 4,000 people, but then in the middle of it, we go to one of them stories. So, and it's crazy how it works. You would think it wouldn't work, would nothing be funny after that.
Right.
But it actually works. Like, it's bananas.
Can you give me a sample of a story?
Yeah, so one of the stories is you go from stand-up comedy, and then suddenly I set up how I was doing comedy at a homeless shelter, and this guy named John Ramsey walks in. And I meet him. He's not a homeless guy, but he helps homeless people get out of the wilderness. And I was like, dude, can I go with you? So the camera crew and me, I get on his ATV. We're going into the woods. This was in Dallas. And what I don't know is this family who's getting kicked out of the woods, they actually were getting kicked out of the woods by city enforcement. So while we're rolling up on our ATV, they think we're city enforcement. So we get out of the ATV. He says, no, it's me, John Ramsey. And this homeless lady collapses in his arms and starts crying. Dude, you're like done. So we end up getting her a house, getting her on her feet, finding a plate, getting her food, and then boom, we right back to the comedy. Like, it's bananas.
What's the joke after? What's the joke after you do one of these heart-wrenching stories?
I think I talk about.
What do you segue to?
I think I say, so I find comedy everywhere. If I don't, I just make it up. Like, I met a family from Africa who came to America to adopt a white kid.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
So it actually works. Like, it
Then
seemed like it wouldn't.
Yeah.
But More Than Funny actually works because we go deeper. I mean, just like on this show, you guys go deep, but then y'all back to the funny, and it actually works. But I think people try to stay away from it. So in More Than Funny, one night only, it actually works. I need everybody get tickets.
Michael Jr., did this start with your TEDx talk?
No, the TEDx talk was the result of me having this understanding. So once I started understanding that it's really about giving laughs, that was me talking about it, but this movie is me actually doing it. Like, when you see what happens, not just in the woods, but there's some abuse. There's a family that adopted 12 kids, and this community got together and bought them a van. When you see this, it is bananas. In fact, there's one story, like, I'm doing a show live, and I feel like I'm supposed to talk to this lady up front. There's 2,200 people here. I bring this lady up front, and she's deaf. I don't know no sign language. Only sign language I know is when black women tap their hair because their weave is itching. That's all I got. That's all
This
I
could
know.
go wrong very quickly.
Right. So I bring this lady up on stage, and the audience is froze, and I don't know why. And I'm going to let y'all know, I'm really up there listening. Like, what should I do next? And this lady comes up, and I'm like, so what? So I asked the sign language lady, I said, ask her what is her biggest need. And first time she says, I don't have a need. And then I said, no, ask her again. And then she explains that what her need is her and her husband haven't been able to go on vacation in over 14 years. So normally we just grab some money, put it together, done. But instead, I just asked the next question. I was like, why not? then she said, well, they have a special needs child, and they haven't been able to, they can't afford a nurse who can actually take care in a qualified way where they would feel comfortable. Dude, so impromptu, I turned to my audience. I don't know these humans. And I said, where is the special needs nurse who can deliver their punchline? Because the punchline is what you're called to deliver, but your setup is what you've received. So I've already explained that to the audience. And the whole room is silent. Then I say again, where's the special needs nurse who can deliver their punchline? Tom, and you hear a voice come from the top bleachers, and this lady says, here I am. Dude, and she comes walking down, and we introduce them to each other, and they live 30 minutes, and the whole room is done. Like you're
get
done.
chills. Wow.
But then we right back to the comedy. Like the bonding that takes place because I'm willing to be a little vulnerable is bananas.
See, that's the sign of a true artist too, because you take risks. Because that's, for a comic to do that, man, is pretty.
It is.
You gotta have somebody big and important on your side.
Yes,
it is risky. But I already got their money before the show started. So it's not.
Now, only 600 theaters nationwide, tomorrow night only.
Congratulations.
And then after tomorrow night, how can we see the movie if we don't get lucky enough to get to one of the 600 theaters?
Guy Torre knows somebody who's going to bootleg it. I'm sure. No, we'll come back on and let you know how that's going to happen. But I really need everybody to go to the theaters. I literally,
it's a Fathom event.
It's a Fathom event, so it's one night only. And some theaters across the country are already sold out.
Nice.
So, which is great.
Good. All right,
go to morethanfunnymovie.com, morethanfunnymovie.com. Get tickets. I can't wait to see what people think about this because it really stretches you in a really cool way.
Yeah, I'm interested in that too.
Yeah,
see what people think about it. If you go see it, let me know tomorrow what you think about it at 646464. This sounds incredibly interesting.
More than funny.
My man, Michael Jr.
You guys are awesome.
Got to be there at the top. You got 3 minutes to make it there on time.